Yo, what up?
What up, baby?
Black Nerd Planet.
Black Nerd Planet episode 74.
Back from vacation.
Vacay.
I guess if you want to call it that.
Almost 2 weeks off, week and a half. Plus, we didn't go to work for like 2 days because they let us not go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And now that's almost gone, or it is gone. And yeah, man.
We back.
Thanksgiving happened for all the people that are only, I guess the U.S. is the only Thanksgiving country.
So, yeah.
And a lot of us now don't even want to really associate it with the regular
what was
thing.
that again? What happened during that time again?
I just want my mom's food, bro. I just want those yams.
Yep. So
you went to Michigan.
Yeah.
You said you could have been hiding in like a bunker or something for all I know.
I wish, actually. Nah, it was a good time though. Now they got recreational marijuana up there, so got to go to a dispensary.
It's always about that stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, delinquents.
That was a good time. We went to a little place that was kind of like a little bar, arcade place, but it was kind of whack because they only had like 6 games, and you had to swap out your dollars for tokens.
At the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
Chuck E. Cheese style, got
So, it wasn't... Was it like, so it wasn't like a chain restaurant, was it? It was just a regular bar?
It was just like a bar, yeah.
Okay, that's even weirder.
Yeah, it was just like a bar, like Tappers, basically, with way less games.
And way less fun.
Spending way more money. Because obviously, you buying drinks at the bar, plus you got to have cash to even change out, for the little tokens to only play, like, they had, like, Mortal Kombat 3... and a couple of little pinball games. I mean, like, the games they had was cool, but I wasn't trying to...
A few.
And I wasn't about to spend no actual money on that. You know what I'm saying? Especially I was going to have to go to the ATM and get cash on top of that. Like, we just ended up
that's odd.
Hanging out for, like, I don't know, 45 minutes. Long enough to, like, get a drink and kind of chill for a second. Yeah. And I'm like, man, let's get out of here.
Because the barcades out here... As far as I know, they're all free to play, aren't they?
Yeah, that's
you just paying at the bar, like,
and that's
alcohol.
what makes the most sense, because even like I said with Tappers, they don't even have a whole lot of drink options.
Yeah,
but the fact that
it's like 10 beers.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's cool. We can eat the cost of that by charging you for alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like serving you beer. So to me, I thought it was weird that you was charging me for both, and they had like. It was more of like a bar, so there was like food. You know what I'm saying? Like Tappers don't really have no food, just like little finger snacks and stuff like that. So it's like it was cool, but like I said, it just ended up being more than what it was worth, basically.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of whack.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, we ended up leaving from there. We just went back and played Mario Party for the rest of the night.
That'll make up for it a little bit. Was the food good you had this year? You can't get nowhere. You said your mama made it. She changed the recipe on you, did she?
I only mess with fried turkey.
Oh man, you one of them.
Once you try fried turkey, it's hard to go back.
I don't know if I've had fried turkey yet. Yeah. Well, I think my brother might have made some before, but I don't remember. It was some years ago.
Yeah, that deep fried action is the best. I can't eat turkey no other way. It's impossible.
Yeah, luckily, because most people's turkey be dry.
I mean, because that's what happens when you bake. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even the fact that, because, like, to be like, oh, well, you only make dry turkey. It's like, well, when you bake it, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just dries it out. That's just how turkey breast meat works.
Because my mom, her turkey was, like, pretty nice. And I wasn't even looking forward to it, but it's my mom, so I got to eat it, though. Turkey it seems like most people don't even want to make it anymore. Even if it is, like, the main entree or dish or whatever you want to call it. It's just kind of like leaving that in the past for some ham or something else.
Yeah, for sure. Because I didn't see a lot of that either. I know I think the mom was asking, he's like, man, who cooks some ham?
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, the only person that I know cooks is my mom. She didn't make no ham, but it just seems like you said, like, it's just getting lost in the past, you know? It's just like, man, we're not making that for this time. Or even just like traditional Thanksgiving food. I know a lot of people making like random stuff, or you know what I'm saying, tacos or something like
Green
that.
Bean casserole.
Just to be like, we ain't having them same old traditions, or we making a new tradition.
Some people mess around be eating hot dogs and chili dogs or some spaghetti. What the heck? But besides that, man, on the game side, you been playing anything?
Well, for Black Friday, I picked up 2K on the Switch.
Yeah.
I've been talking.
How much was it? Like 30?
Yeah. I've been talking mad shit about 2K and being like, nah, man, I ain't getting all my money and forget it. But I felt like nostalgic for like playing a basketball game, you know.
You had that little moment.
And I'm like, well, I probably won't play it on the PlayStation like I used to, but if I buy it on the Switch, that'll be cool, and I can just kind of play it every once in a while or whatever. I
was about to ask why you chose the Switch. I mean, only the main difference is just like the graphics, really. I don't know if they take any modes out. I haven't heard that.
Not that I know of, and not that I've saw, but I mean, I didn't have 2K19, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that I'm used to seeing was there, my player and all the little my league and all that stuff is still
every
there.
Bit of VC pouring out.
Yep. And I did buy some VC. Cause you know I didn't want to be garbage.
Yeah, level 50 the whole time.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird though too, because you know with 2K now, even when you're doing like my player, you got to be online. So it's like I can really only play it like if I'm at the crib or somewhere where I got some Wi-Fi, unless I just want to play like a random like exhibition game or something, which I don't care about that. So it's pretty much just, you know, little spotty plays. I'll be like, I want to shoot some hoops for a second.
Do you I feel like most people in 2K, I don't know many people that do regulation minutes on 2K. Like the default even on the game is like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Do you ever change it?
No, if I do, maybe I put it on like 4 just to make it
super quick.
Yeah, just to kind of get it on over with or whatever. But nah. I used to know some people who play on like 12 minutes, but I'm like, yo, I'm not playing 12 minutes. That's too long.
Me and my brother used to do that when on Dreamcast days, play full 60-minute games or whatever, 48-minute games, I mean. And them mugs would take forever.
You be playing that on. That's like Monopoly. You be playing that shit forever. Like, it's cool, you know, like you said, if you ain't got nothing to do or you just playing it with somebody, one of your homies or something, that's cool. But even then, I'm like, we're not about to sit here and play this 45 minutes. It's already going to take 45 minutes to play.
Yeah,
just because, you know, timeouts and whatever. Exactly. So, no, I'm cool on that action.
What was I about to ask you? You got, what other deals did you get on Black Friday?
I actually didn't really mess with it that much. I got on like Amazon and ordered like a little space heat or something for the house.
Grown people stuff.
Know, yeah, because I mean,
boring.
I didn't go out or nothing, go to Walmart or nothing like that. I wasn't really feeling it. And I had went to, cause what was that, on Wednesday? I had went to like a little neighborhood Walmart just to get like some little bullcrap. Something had happened, and well, basically, I hit a cone in my mom's truck. One of them barrel cones flew out in the middle of the highway, and I couldn't I couldn't dodge it. And you know, my mom drives this big ass truck, so it wasn't like I could, even if I really wanted to anyway. And so I just had to go to Baby Walmart to get like some tape, and they was just in there going crazy. It was just ridiculous, man. I'm just like, y'all ain't here like bumping up against each other and like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously at this time it was like last minute Thanksgiving stuff or whatever people trying to get, but it's just
not
like
even Black Friday, just moms
exactly
shopping for.
It's like, you know, you needed mashed potatoes and shit before today. Like, why would you wait until today? They was just going crazy in there, and that just kind of turned me off from the whole. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of, I was like, this how y'all doing right now? These ain't even no deals. This is regular price stuff. Y'all ain't here fighting, man. I'm not about to fool with y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna cut you off, but it wasn't that was bad. Yeah.
Cause you did go out, didn't you?
Yeah. I what did I do? So did I do any online stuff? Well, I got some stuff on PlayStation Network. Like I just got Resident Evil 2. It was $20. I kept telling myself when it went on a good sale I was gonna get it. So 20 is about as low as it's gonna get until probably next year or something. But I got that. I went to first. Me and the wife went to Best Buy, and I didn't even really have a reason to. I was just like, man, they gonna have TVs and stuff, and I didn't really look at the deals. I'm like, all right, let's go up in there, and they had some cool stuff for like 55 inch, 60 inch for like 400, 350, stuff like that. I'm like, man, I really ain't trying to spend this money like that, and he was like, man, we split it, but I'm like, we need a TV for the master bedroom, so I'm like, all right. Gonna get something big. And she always talking about she want like a big ass TV, like 60, 70 inch or something. And then when we get there, she like, I don't know. I don't think we need it. Oh, you been talking about this forever. But it was Black Friday and they have like everybody working. Yeah. So it's like everybody and their mama talking about, do you need some help? You need some help? You need some help? I'm like, man, dang on, we ain't going somewhere.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I still let you know when I need some help.
Like, come on. So we finally we picked like the one dude was like, all right, if we find something, we'll ask him. But then we ended up, cause she was looking for an air fryer for her mom, and then like the Keurig for her dad. So we ended up just leaving because Walmart had some like cheaper prices, and they had the TV we decided we was gonna get. We ended up not getting there because they had it for the same at Walmart. So we was like, all right, we'll just go to Walmart and get all this stuff. But I did end up getting a purple PlayStation controller. They just came out because they was $38 on sale. And they usually, $65? So I'm like, all right, let me get that because GameStop didn't have it. And I couldn't only find but like one in Best Buy. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to get it, whatever. We go to Walmart and we see all these people walking out with these fucking orange TV boxes. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why everybody got the same TV? And walk in there and it's like a line right in the front of the door. And they had you could say it's off brand, but it's like the on brand, I guess. It's like the Walmart ones. Yeah. But they was 50 inch for $150 with the Roku and all that stuff. So I'm like, F it, man.
Yeah, Roku is nice too. I really like Roku.
Cause she was like, I ain't gonna be in that room. Ain't nobody gonna see it. So just gonna get that one. I'm like, all right, let me just go and get this. Cause at first I'm like, nah, I ain't even gonna fool with it. Cause it was like all them people in the line, and they just kept like bringing more in the door and stuff. And people like, hey, they cutting line, man. They cutting line, man. I'm trying to get these TVs. It's crazy. So I ended up going, and once I got in the line, it was like, I don't think it was the last bit they had, but it was damn near close. So let me go and get this damn TV. $150.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And it's pretty cool. And I had never messed with Roku before, so
yeah, I got a Roku TV earlier this year for the study, and I bought a Roku box a while back that I have had in the living room that I've been using for it's been some months now. But yeah, I like Roku. It's not like, I don't think you can like jailbreak it like you can with the Fire Stick and all that shit, but I don't care about that. I just want to be able to go to my apps, whatever I'm using, you know what I'm saying, whatever show I'm watching, and Roku is pretty simple about that.
What was I about to say? Yeah, and I don't know if they just put it on there, but they got, because we have Xfinity internet and stuff, so they got like the Xfinity streaming on Roku. So it just came like super clutch because we didn't have cable in the master room, so now it's like she got all the stuff she wanted.
Yeah, for sure, that's tight.
So and then they got Disney Plus on there and Hulu, Netflix. So it's like
all that stuff. Which buttons is on your remote?
It's just like
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about like the app buttons? Yeah. I think on the app buttons they put on there is Hulu, Vudu, Netflix, and maybe YouTube or something like, I can't remember.
Cause I got two different ones. Cause the one is part of the TV, and then the one was actually the box. So the box one has Netflix, Hulu, Sling, and something CBS or something goofy. And the other one is a little different. So I just wonder, because it really just, I feel like it really just depends on what's kind of popular at the time when they make the TVs or they make the remotes for that. So I was just interested to see like which ones did you have.
Yeah, because if it was up to like us, then we probably would have put Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and like Disney on there or something. Yeah,
for sure. But that'd be tight if you could like get on there, which maybe you can get on like Roku or something and like customize your remote just to have the buttons that you use the most.
You get the and they let you do like the phone app too, which she put it on her phone. I didn't mess with it, so I don't know how that works. Yeah, which that's kind of like, I mean, I guess that makes sense because if you already got your phone and they got the technology to do it, it's like, why have it to pick up the remote too, I guess, if it's going to work. So it's just funny how technology is now where you can do stuff like that. But yeah, it was worth the $150 so far. And I got the warranty on it because I'm like, man, I never messed with this brand before. I'm like, the off chance that something happened, let me go and get this little warranty.
And you know, that's what they kind of be saying about them Black Friday TVs is that they like the little
B grades,
little crap TVs that they can just sell to you because it's a deal or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But besides that, I went to GameStop and I got Catherine full body. I got Anthem because it was $5. Said fuck it, and then and I got Dark Souls remastered because I have Dark Souls on PS3, but I'm like I'm not gonna play my PS3, so I just got Dark Souls for PS4 since I already got 2 and 3 on there. I got Bloodborne and Sekiro kind of counts. So now I got all them damn hard ass games. Even though I played Dark Souls like enough times where I really didn't need it, but I'm just like, I don't know, I just wanted it.
Yeah, that's what I be though. It's cool little, just something you can play. I mean, something to have.
Yeah.
That you know you're gonna want to play at some point.
What else did I end up getting? I don't think I got anything else. I really just been I've been kind of playing Pokemon. We talk about that later. Beat that finally. Death Stranding. I have been chipping that, but I hadn't really been messing with. I really like this last week have been like off and on with games and stuff because I started kind of reading more comic books and stuff. Because I have read Leviathan and some other things, but I've been so off and on with like what I want to do lately. I don't know what it is. Probably just because I'm a moody ass person, but overall, I really haven't been doing too much like gaming. I finally played some like Apex. And I have only like a few matches, and I'm trying to like relearn how to play and shit.
Yep, for sure.
And plus, you've been busy so much. I've been like, man, ain't nobody I've been like playing with on like multiplayer and stuff. So I'm just like, man, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Overall, that's really been it. Like, I really don't know.
Doing too much of nothing. Yeah, I mean, going to Michigan was a pretty big thing for me. This time around, because I ain't really been nowhere for a minute. So that was pretty much the biggest thing that I had going on, where I was just like, yes, I'm really excited to get up there and hang out.
What was I about? In terms of like, why have you been watching anything? I know you finally watched Mandalorian.
Yeah, I watched
talk about that separately.
And nah, that's pretty much it. I haven't watched no other anything other significant. I've been going back and watching old episodes of American Horror Story.
But you had to like catch up on that, or you just
I wasn't just old stuff. Yeah, just something new to rewatch. Basically, something that I haven't watched in a while, or because a lot of the seasons I only watched once, like when it came on TV. You know what I'm saying?
So you really didn't remember what was going on.
Exactly.
With the Disney Plus. Because they got the High School Musical, the series on there. And I've never watched the 3 movies. My wife loves it. So, like, of course, it was like, okay, I don't really care. But at the same time, I was like, oh, man, I was sitting there watching it with her. I'm like, damn, now I'm invested. And it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And it's got one girl that was on Andy Mack, the light-skinned girl. So I'm like, cool. I know one person on here, but like, it's not bad actually. It's like another like mockumentary they call it, where they do like somebody's filming these kids in school and doing their stuff, and they do like their little candid videos, like Real World or whatever. Like, oh yeah, this happened to me today and stuff or whatever. So it's like 4 episodes in. It's a little Disney already slip a little risque stuff on you. But I guess because Disney Plus, they probably can do a little bit more. It's a little more, it's not like Degrassi or something, but it's a little more leveled up than what I was expecting it to be. And the people that watched those movies, because that was like 10, 12 years ago when the movies came out. Or a little more than that, actually. So like all those people are like, you know, in our age bracket or whatever. And obviously there's kids that probably watch them a lot too. So I guess they can kind of play with the what they talking about and things, like the different
has changed issues. A little bit.
But it's cool actually. I'm not planning on watching the old Zac Efron movies or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to understand like the meta of the show, where like the person that's putting together this musical was like in the movie,
mm-hmm.
and like she was just like an extra in the background, and it's like the school that they film the movie at is a real school in Utah, but it's like it's kind of like I couldn't tell if it was like High School Musical was like how we looked at it, where it's a fake thing.
Yeah.
But it's I can't even like, I kept asking Letitia like, okay, so is this like they're looking at it like we would be looking at it, or are they in the same universe as Zac Efron's characters and all them? So I kept like, I had to like look it up and stuff, and I was still confused because they were like looking at it on their phones like we would look at it. But I don't know, it was like a whole weird thing. And somebody that's actually watched the movies like she has was just like, okay, I'm annoyed. Like, stop asking me about it. She's like, don't think so hard about it. I'm like, no. It has to make sense.
Yeah, that's part of it. You can't just be like, oh, okay, it's cool. Just chalk it up to like dummy logic.
Yeah. I was just like, okay. So the point of the story is, though, is these kids are doing a musical based off a High School Musical. It's like the easiest way to explain it, but it was still confusing to me.
Even because I was just writing down the title of it, and it's just such a long, like, it's like multiple words, like High School Musical, the series, the show. It just keeps going.
The webcast.
The dance series. The podcast of.
Shoot. But yeah, it's cool, though. And like I said, we've been watching Mandalorian, and that's tight. Mm-hmm. We're going to do that on more detail on a separate show. What else have I been watching? Have you see The Irishman came out, like the Scorsese movie?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. I want to watch that. And then of course you go online, you see all like the negative takes on it. Like, God damn it, like, I hate that. Like, I don't want to let people cloud my judgment on things, but it's like when you see something negative, like, all right, I don't even know if I want to do it now.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm in like that weird space.
I have been kind of watching Hunter x Hunter a little bit.
Oh too. Yeah, it's just Hunter, Marlon.
I'm just watching.
You don't pronounce the X.
Man, then don't put it in there. Man, I don't know.
But how much have you watched of that, you think?
I don't know, because I didn't turn it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it, just watch somebody else watching it, and I just came in and just kind of caught up a little bit. But I don't know. It's been a few episodes. I'm like, after they went to the little training part at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Like the first like test or whatever?
After they do the little test. After that.
So you watched a lot then, or you just saw it after that point?
No, I watched that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a few episodes then.
Yeah, it is. Like the first 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a really good part. I mean, the whole thing is good, but I feel like a lot of people look at the first 2 or so episodes and be like, all right, this is kind of whack. But once you get past like the initial.
And it wasn't even, to me, like the first 2 episodes or like the beginning was kind of like, I mean, it was kind of like goofy, but it was like funny and like interesting in a way that was like, haha, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I felt, because I know friend Torrance was like, man, these first 2 episodes is whack. Like, why he got a fishing pole? It was like, man, come on. It's anime.
That's his life. He was a little farmer kid.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a broadsword. You know what I'm saying? He's just coming off the block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that damn show.
Yeah, it's tight, though. So far, what I've watched, been having like a good time watching it. The characters are all kind of all over the place as far as like appearance goes and stuff, but everybody's connected in that, in that way. It's like, that dude is so and so's brother, or this is Lil Pete's cousin or whatever. So it's tight though.
I've kind of thought about that in terms of how the characters are on that show, where they do kind of, some are so much different than other characters. Mm-hmm. And I mean, obviously that's an artist choice or directive choice, but the characters do kind of go all over the place, whether it's like I'm magical or I'm just a creep or like I'm just a normal guy with a suit on. So it is goofy how they, in anime especially, how they build those worlds and all these people coming together. Mm-hmm. Making me want to rewatch that a little bit.
Yeah, I want to try to finish it up within the next couple of weeks or whatever. Because I know it's kind of short as far as that goes.
It's like it's 140 some episodes. So it's like, I mean, but I rushed. I mean, I shouldn't say I rushed it, but when I watched it, I was watching like all the time, so it didn't take long.
Yeah, and that's really what I meant as far as like being short. It's not short, but in terms of like anime, when you look at other like older shows that are pretty much done, they got like 300, 400 episodes and stuff. So it's like,
that's true.
That's a lot more manageable, or even just like looking at it, it's a lot more approachable. You know what I'm saying?
Especially for you coming off of Naruto, whenever that was you was watching it initially, and that's however many damn episodes that is.
Exactly,
so
exactly. It's a lot, and when you, especially like when you picking a show, any show, not just anime, you kind of look like, especially if it's an older show, you kind of look and be like, how many episodes this got? Because how much of this am I really going to be able to, like sitting down and watch it. It's like, I'm not about to sit here and watch this because it's got 1,000 episodes and there's no way, you know what I'm saying? Just realistically that I'll ever end up finishing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Without getting fatigued or bored of it or whatever.
Yeah, and we have talked about it before, how anime is now with the seasons and stuff. Because, like, Academia is on, like, episode 69, I believe, or 70. And I'm almost caught up with that. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. And it's not that episodes have always not been episodes, but it just seems like stuff is so different now and how we just take anime in, I guess, at least. Especially from how we grew up watching anime, like Toonami and stuff, where it was weekly, but we really didn't even know, like, if it was ever gonna end or not, like because like the internet and
the amount of information that you had and details on the stuff.
Yeah, it's just so much different now. And I'm also like, I mean, I watch anime, but there's so many other people that just know way more of like the ins and outs of all these, like, I don't know, all these other like tactical parts or whatever, interwebbing. I don't know what I'm trying to say because I don't know how to talk, but you know what I mean.
Sure. It just takes a lot. It's not just, and because you have access to so much of it, basically, it's like, okay, do I want to watch this? Do I care about that? Is this actually one? Especially with like the older ones, it's like, do I want to go back and watch this?
Yeah.
Am I interested in it now like I thought I was in the beginning? Or it's this new show that I want to try to get into? Do I want to start that up before I start this up? And just the amount of access that we have now is just crazy. Like you said, compared to even just watching stuff on Toonami or, Dragon Ball Z and stuff coming on TV. You didn't know if this was going to be the last time you watched it or not.
Exactly. Especially because, like, back in the day when shows would, like, get canceled or something, you really wouldn't know why. It would just be gone. Yep. Exactly. Now you'll see a report or something, but back in the day, it's like, oh, I don't know what happened to that.
Show's over.
Especially, like, just regular cartoons, too. You end up watching the same reruns, and you be like, well, they didn't have a new episode for, like, a year, so I guess they're done.
We didn't even know. Thanks for telling me. I could have stopped watching these same episodes. You at least would have been like, all right, I'm done watching this then if you're not going to make no more.
Yeah.
But you keep watching it because you keep coming back every week thinking it's going to be new. And you're like, wait, you already watched this?
Little Petey and them already did this.
Damn it.
What was I going to say? I kind of been watching, I'm all the way caught up on Fire Force. Now, episode 19 was pretty crazy. I know you haven't started that yet. And then Food Wars season 4 is like 9 episodes in, and I think I'm on like episode 6. So they're still like, they're in this like phase of trying to get everybody not expelled from school. So they're, in anime form, you gotta cook yourselves out of it. So they're kind of in like the the stretch right now where they're like, oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do, man. It keeps going back and forth, and we're trying our best. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, man, that's all I've really been doing that really makes any kind of sense.
Noteworthy.
The news lately has been kind of slow in terms of what's been going on. I mean, it's the end of the year. I know PS5 developer kits have been like shown, like pictures have been shown. I don't know if you've seen those. Nope. It's just like it looks like what people just would think technology is gonna look like in the future, where it's just like weird shapes and stuff. But like it's like a big box and it's like shaped. It's not, the whole thing's not shaped in a V, but like the top half of it is in like this V form. So people are like, I don't know if that's just to be like it's the PS5, so let's make it a V, or if it's just like how they made it. Mm-hmm. But they're saying it's like for the cooling vents and stuff or whatever. So there's not much to say on that. We already know PS5's coming out next year. They haven't said when they're gonna like show it yet. I would assume in the spring or something like that. Probably after Last of Us comes out though. Even though that moved to the summertime. We still don't know when Ghost of Tsushima's coming out yet. So that's kind of, it's not worrisome, but it is kind of odd that they haven't like gave an update. Mm-hmm. Because in terms of like exclusive games, they really have just slowed down all over. Because even for like Xbox, Microsoft, for like Halo, they haven't said anything about Infinite in a while. And that's really all we really have for next gen in terms of like stuff we're really looking forward to. Because we're going to get Madden and shit like that.
Classic stuff that come out every year.
They did come out with a report that said Resident Evil 3 is looking like it's going to be getting remade. This Resident Evil 2 just came out this past January, so it makes sense for 3 to be coming out. I know a lot of people want 4, but coming out with 3 makes more sense because that was like on PS1 and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So redoing that like how they did 2 makes sense to me. Yeah. So I'm hype on playing 2 finally. The demo was really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. They know you got Game of the Year awards is what those nominees came out. Have you looked at those at all?
Yep, I did actually.
I know a lot of these games, I'm like, I have not even played these at all. I want to do actual Game of the Year last.
All right.
And there's only a few, so we're going to go through all the different nominees that we actually can kind of have answers to. Because we're not going to talk about like esports and shit, because I don't know any of those people. But best action game this year, the nominees for the Game Awards, which come on like Twitch, and I don't know if they come on TV or not, but they definitely come on internet like they did last year.
That's a date we did.
12/12. Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's close. Mm-hmm. December 12th, as Marlon said. Yes, 12/12. I didn't even pay attention to the date.
Only
of it
seen it when I got on
the website.
Yeah, and it was like, I tuned in now. Basically, basically just that stuff.
So, action game. Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. I have no opinion on Gears 5 or Metro Exodus. So
same. As much as I would like to have an opinion on Gears 5, I still would need to get a whole Xbox for that. So,
Devil May Cry 5, I've only played like the first 10% of that, but it's really good. Modern Warfare is Modern Warfare. I'm not voting for that at all. To me, it's between Astral Chain or Devil May Cry 5, though. I don't know what you think about that. We played Apex a lot, but I don't think that won Best Action Game.
Yeah, and I only got through, I didn't really even get to a whole lot of the action on Astral Chain.
Yeah, that's true.
I never really sat down and played it and finished playing that. So, for me, it would have to be between Duty and Apex, because I didn't actually play Devil May Cry either. Yeah,
hundreds of hours and no.
Exactly.
Yeah, with Apex, I think I would probably put that in like best multiplayer shooter. Yeah. But Astral Chain, I think, has a good chance of winning because that's a new game and it's kind of doing some different stuff. And plus, it was a exclusive to Switch, but I don't think that's really gonna matter too much.
Nah, I think people really was excited about it. Even like I said, I have it, so I just gotta play it.
Yeah, you just gotta get back into the swing. It probably ain't even on your crossbar anymore.
Yeah. really ain't.
But yeah, I think Astral Chain, just for the simple fact that it's like a newer idea.
Yeah.
And it is pretty good. And I know a lot of people like Devil May Cry 5, and that did get better reviews in terms of score. But I think it's up between those two. But I'm gonna put my vote on Astral Chain on that one. Action adventure game, which is confusing because why would it be any different from action game? But action game is when it's including puzzle solving and not just pure action combat. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. I guess you would kind of think you would just put adventure game, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't need to specify that it's action then, because it may or may not even be technically action.
Mm-hmm. The nominees for that: Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Link's Awakening. I was about to mash it all together. And Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. What do you think about that, sir?
Man, that's a tough group. Cause I mean, actually, I'm kind of surprised about Control. Cause I know that it had dropped, and I know we kind of talked about it, but that was pretty much the extent of that.
Like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And even hearing anything about it, so I'm not
too much any aware.
Yeah.
With Control, I wasn't like the way it looks was like, okay, this looks kind of interesting, and it got like some good reviews, like from editors and whatever news sites. But in terms of like, I know sales wise, it like bombed, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's not like it was made by like a massive studio or anything, because it's made by Remedy 505, which they make cool stuff, I guess, but it kind of just fell into that like weird hole. And it came out like in I think August or September, so it wasn't like a lot was out at that point. So I'm not sure why or what happened, but from what I've seen, a lot of people like it, but it just wasn't enough to cause like a stir.
For sure.
Going through the other ones, you keep going.
I mean, as far and then like, cause obviously I played Sekiro, which I have still got to go back to playing that.
But
that's ridiculous.
From where you got farther than me, and I'm sure where you got is where a lot of people got, like, cause you got like the butterfly girl or whatever.
That and like the bull, cause there's like two different little spots basically or whatever. Yeah, I mean that's a good game though. I could see why I definitely made the listing of this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a nominee because that was a really good game. And then Link's Awakening was pretty cool too.
Did you end up beating that? No.
Nah, I didn't beat that either. But I got close. Like I'm toward the end of it. Like I think you have to find like 7 instruments, and I got like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
So I got pretty close to finishing it up. I just other stuff, dropped in the meantime, and then I ended up playing other stuff or whatever. But what I would say, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where I would put my money. Probably on Death Stranding. But maybe not, because it just came out, like, it came out so close to this.
Yeah.
Like, as far as, like, playing it and getting it done before it's time to put your vote in or whatever.
The thing with Death Stranding is it's going to come with a lot of, like, Twitter talk, I think, is because it was made by Kojima, and that's Jeff Keighley, the Game Awards, like, creator's, like, best friend or whatever. Plus, Jeff Keighley's in the game. So any, like, award Death Stranding gets is going to look like you just like, oh, here, buddy. Yeah. I love you too, man. So I feel like I think Death Stranding has a good chance of winning an action-adventure game. And it's also nominated for Game of the Year, I believe. That and Sekiro. But, in terms of action-adventure game, I know, Borderlands 3, we ain't got no opinion on that either way. I don't think that's going to win just because a lot of people are saying it's just kind of more Borderlands. Then Control, I think, is like a dark horse to win just because of the critical reception. Resident Evil 2 and Link's Awakening are in like a weird spot because they're both like remakes. So that's kind of like, to me, it kind of puts them out, even though I think they both did well review-wise.
Because it's just that same thing, which you already know about.
Exactly. Death Stranding and Sekiro, I think, are the ones that have, like, the best shot in this category. I'm kind of leaning towards Death Stranding just because of the adventure part and because, like, the buzz around it.
Yeah, they have a lot of hype around it.
But Sekiro also is in, like, a cult situation. But, I don't know, I'm putting my bet on Death Stranding. And not just because it's, like, he might be sucking up to Kojima.
Yeah,
But
just for the nominees, kind of don't really leave a bunch of space for, like you said, anybody else in this situation specifically.
And it could also be a thing where Sekiro might win this one, and then Death Stranding might win Game of the Year. One of those things too. So I'm not exactly sure. Art direction, I don't know if I really want to go over that one because that has Death Stranding on there and has Sekiro and Zelda and Control, but then it has like Grease and Sayonara Wild Hearts, which both look cool, but I have no idea in terms of exactly what's going on there. I think Legend of Zelda, the way that they set that up in terms of like the clay porcelain look or whatever they had, I think that was really nice. And then just Death Stranding, like I had talked about episodes ago, just like the ambiance in that game and just that weird, like the way they did the landscapes and stuff like that goes a long way. But art is, I mean, just like any game, it's so subjective. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know what, some people what people think about each of these. Cause like, I know Grease is like a very like watercolory, like side scrolling game from like the videos and pictures I've seen. But I know I've heard some people say Grease is like a game where it's fine. It's like, it's kind of in a Death Stranding situation where it's almost like this is art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's more about the look of it. Not that it's taken away from the gameplay, but it's like really emphasized, like, look at this art.
Audio design, I don't know if I want to put that up there. I know, I like how Call of Duty sound like every year.
Yeah.
That's with Control, Death Stranding, Gears, Resident Evil, and Sekiro. And also Death Stranding, I think. And I've been playing that more recently, so it's probably recency bias for me. So I would say I would kind of put that's going to get a good shot. And Resident Evil 2, from what I played, sound pretty good. I can't really remember how good Sekiro sounded.
Sound crazy. That's what it
sounds like death.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of like Street Fighter death noise. Yeah, exactly. It sounds good though. Off. Yeah, it does. I think it sounds pretty good as far as like sounds go.
Do you think you'd put a vote on that one? Audio design?
I don't know. It'd probably end up being between that and Call of Duty, I guess, more so. I would probably lean more towards Call of Duty just because I have been to the gun range recently and shot a couple guns and
matches
like, yeah, exactly. So, I don't know.
That's funny. Where's the next
goofy
one? Yeah, like every Call of Duty, like I feel like it's probably all the same sounds damn near that they always use, but it always sounds like, oh man, there's some bullets flying around here.
Sure. This is really a real bullet.
With family game, the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. This is between Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Yoshi's Crafted World. There's a theme here. All Nintendo. You've played Luigi's Mansion and we've both played Smash. So I think that's more so where we would lie on that.
Yeah.
I feel like Ring Fit Adventure has a good chance because I know a lot of people kind of dug that in like the workout thing. I think Smash would probably win this one just because that's the most popular.
But it's also in Game of the Year runnings too, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Which I'm kind of slightly surprised by that. Yeah. We'll get to that. Do you have any opinion on family game?
No. I mean, because really, I feel like Luigi's Mansion might get it just because of that same like recency thing, but because there's really only like 3 little mini games that you can play. You know what I'm saying? As far as like being family, like yeah, it is, but
yeah, and there's co-op, but
yeah, exactly. But it just seems like out of all the family games, or at least like it would be more than just that. You know what I'm saying? It would be more options, especially if most of the games it's all Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's lots of like family games that you can play as a family. That's more options than the ones that are being presented right here. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never thought of... I mean, Smash Bros. Can be a family game. I've played it with my kids. Yeah. So I can't say it's not But I guess just over like the course of time, I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess family game and party game are kind of in the same respect.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of, I mean, there's party games, but
it would just end up being another Mario.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just end up being like Mario Party or something. So, or Mario Kart 8 or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? It really, at this point, as far as this category goes, it's kind of locked in, I guess, at what it's going to be.
Yeah, I wanted to play Mario Maker 2, but then I was like, I don't know if I really want to make levels. I'm not creative enough for that.
Yeah, I don't.
Best fighting game. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is between Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know you've only played 2 of these as far as I'm aware of. And I've only played 2 of them as well, ironically. What do you think? 'Cause I'm going Mortal Kombat. I'm not even
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, especially with Super Smash Bros. Being being in Game of the Year category.
Yeah, family game.
Yeah, chances are it'll end up winning one of those 2, and Mortal Kombat will take fighting.
Yeah, I don't see how. I mean, Jump Force is in here, and I'm just like, all right, we can stop playing around here. The game is trash. And I haven't even played it, but from all opinions I've heard, it's a game, and that's about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's just filling a category, so it's still 5 games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, okay, what other fighting game?
Flip a coin.
Yeah. Exactly.
With Dead or Alive 6, I haven't heard anything about that. I played Dead or Alive 5 some, and that came out probably like 5 years ago, I think. And 6, I haven't heard anything about it. Any chatter.
Did Soul Calibur come out last year?
Yeah, came out last October. And then Jump Force came out, I think, like this February or something like that. Mortal Kombat, obviously, we played a good deal. I think with Mortal Kombat, it's Mortal Kombat, and they changed some mechanics, but I think they elevated this year. In my opinion, I'm not some like champion player, so I can't say for all like those people, but I think Mortal Kombat is a better game than Smash in a lot of ways, but like I put more hours in Smash, so it's kind of weird to say, but Smash is just kind of like Smash to me, and they just put everybody in it, so it's not like, I don't know. I just think I like Mortal Kombat more on a game level, I guess.
Yeah, especially as far as like fighting goes, because it's like, and not to say Smash Bros is not just fighting, but there's other stuff that you kind of have to deal with as far as like when you play Mortal Kombat, it's just hands up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Tires, which I guess you could say that for Smash, because you can do just 1-on-1 and no items and stuff. Yeah. But if I'm thinking like I want to do a fighting game, I'm gonna do Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I said, Smash it's not that it's not, but that's kind of a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the whole game, the game as a whole goes, where you take off the items and stuff, and sure, it's the same, but it's not the same at the same. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes it a different game, in my opinion.
Yeah. So you're leaning on Mortal Kombat for that?
Yeah, for sure.
Game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. That sounds like that's a weird sentence. To me, at least. That's between Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, and Outer Wilds. Now, I've heard a little bit about Outer Wilds, and that's like an indie game. Not to get confused with Outer Worlds. And I'm not exactly sure what that game is about, but I feel like that has a good chance just for the fact that it's up here, and 2 has like a cult following, and 3 it does look kind of artistically.
Is that cool a banjo?
Stuff. Yes. What is that? A nautical subdue wearing? Playing a banjo. I don't know.
That's crazy. But
in terms of creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, I feel like Death Stranding is gonna end up getting this. Yeah. Just because like, oh, this is something you've never played before. Yeah.
And it was kind of more about the story, and like the narrative is kind of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's more like a movie, you know, where you like hit these characters and look at these are famous people from your favorite shows. Exactly. So I feel like that kind of gives it a boost over the other games just in that. because and that's kind of Kojima's thing is like movie style games,
exactly,
with a little game in the in
a
the
little
background,
sprinkle,
couple little missions to do.
Sprinkle some crack on me, baby. Yeah, this is a weird category, and these are a lot of the same people from other ones too, like audio design and all that stuff. It's always weird to me how it's not weird how they do it, but in terms of like how do you nitpick those things, like audio design and game direction and art design and all this stuff. So.
And does the music count? Like game music count for audio design? Or is it just like the sounds of the game?
Yeah, wait, let me go back to that then. Gotta scroll
I didn't even
back.
think about that.
Yeah, I don't think we read that. Audio design is recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So to me, that's more so is just sound effects, not the music. This like your ambiance and the different birds chirping and stuff like that. Be a game direction wise, I feel like Death Stranding probably win it.
Yeah.
If not, I'm thinking even Control could get that.
Yeah, I can see that. That is that kind of game too.
You putting one on there?
I'm just gonna stick with Death Stranding.
Click Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Independent game. You've played 2 of these, Katana Zero and Untitled Goose Game, and then there's Outer Wilds, Disco Asylum. Elysium. Elysium. That's not Asylum at all. And then Baba Is You, which I heard a lot of stuff about that earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Did you you beat Katana Zero? It's on sale, or it was on sale, and I thought about getting it. I was like, man, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, it was a nice story. I liked that game a lot.
Was you still stuck on Goose Game?
Yeah, I haven't got back on there and played no more.
Goddamn Goose.
Yeah, it wasn't too easy, but it was so easy in a way that it kind of didn't make no sense. So I don't know. I'll have to go back and try it again. But I don't know. I would say Katana Zero. I guess just either that or Outer Wilds, just because those are the most notable games on this list to me.
Yeah, I'm thinking Outer Wilds is gonna get it just because it's like. I haven't heard a lot about it, but from what I have heard, it seems like that's gonna be like that dark horse game in these categories. Plus, I don't even really know when it came out or where it is. It might be on Xbox right now because it's not like everywhere yet. Because I was looking at it on Steam, it's not out there on there just yet. It's weird stuff going on with the exclusive here. And especially with PC now with the Epic Store and Steam and
definitely.
Origin and all that other
things
shit.
A little bit more specific.
Multiplayer game. This is between Apex, Borderlands, Call of Duty, Tetris 99, and The Division 2. And I've played 4 of the 5 of these. Which you already know means Borderlands is not on that one. But I will shoot to you, Mr. Marlon. What do you think?
I mean, I played it's just from my experience. I mean, Apex kind of took over in that time where it was like a space where Fortnite was kind of on the decline. Not really, but
people wanted something different.
So it came in at a good time where everybody wanted to play it. I feel like with Call of Duty, there are a lot of modes on Call of Duty that are really fun. Like we play it at 2v2 a lot, and
the night vision mode.
It's a lot of different multiplayer stuff that's really fun on that. And then even with like Tom Clancy, I mean, a lot of people had that, and I even put a decent amount of hours into playing it, so it was a fun game. But I think it's gonna come down to Apex or Call of Duty, because with like Tetris 99, I know that it is multiplayer, but it's not like traditionally multiplayer where you doing something. It's pretty much just you and the people outside of you doing each thing separately, but it makes a difference in the whole in the long run.
Tetris 99 Tetris is, I would say Tetris is a hard game from like a mastering standpoint, because anybody can put the blocks together typically. But in terms of like you're just saying with the multiplayer mechanics on that, because it's like a battle royale Tetris where you gotta kind of watch out for like people trying to put the gray blocks on you and stuff. Which I still don't understand exactly how to do it on there. I didn't play it too much. I did when it first came out, but I think that's in another dark horse spot, but I don't see that winning this.
Nah, I think that specific part of that game is what is going to give it a hard time of actually winning in this category. Mm-hmm. Like if it made a little bit more sense just conceptually, you know what I'm saying? I could probably be like, yeah, it could sneak in there, but just because it's a lot of like gray area where you're not entirely sure what it is that you're doing or how to do whatever. As far as the multiplayer goes, I think that's what's gonna make it like, probably not.
Yeah, and I would say the easy answer for me would be Apex, because Apex is probably the most fun I've had this year. Mm-hmm. When we especially in those first few months, and I like Call of Duty a lot, but I mean it is just Call of Duty really. And then, like I said, Borderlands, I don't know. And then the Division I only played for like 10 hours maybe, roughly. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, I don't know. Yeah. And I thought it was going to be better than what it was to me personally.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was still that same like Division 1 kind of feel. Mm-hmm. It didn't really feel any different, honestly.
Yeah, with the Division, I know it's a post-apocalyptic thing, but you still feel so alone. On there, like even if you're like playing with people, like it still just has this like a little dry feeling,
disconnect a little bit, mm-hmm.
But and a lot of people put a lot of hours into it. I know they're kind of struggling to keep people playing a little bit, just in terms of content. And Apex has gotten a lot better with how they distribute the content lately.
I think the only thing that's keeping me from just going with Apex is because I'm sick of the new map.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to King's Canyon or whatever.
What's it called? World's Edge?
Yeah, I'm just over it. It was cool for like that first week or so, and now I'm just like, nah.
What do you think you're like annoyed with from it?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. Maybe just the size of how long it takes for you to get from one place to the other. Yeah. Because it seems like it's so much more spread out than King's Canyon was or whatever. Where it's a lot of just like traveling through, through the areas or whatever.
I haven't done a lot of Apex. I haven't played a lot of Apex lately in the season 3. It's season 3, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. In terms of like learning the map, because when I played it last time, I was like, damn, man, I really don't know where I'm going. Yeah. But like you said, it's so much open space, and you gotta be so careful on there.
And there aren't really a lot of like places that are like go-to places.
Yeah, like city spot. Yeah, from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird now. I don't know. It just didn't last as long as far as like the new map effect or like, you know what I'm saying? That new feel where you just like, yes, I'm interested in seeing what they bring to the table, and then like I get it and it's like, okay, this really isn't that tight now that you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm here and I am actually playing on it, it looks better just to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know when I played with Adam the other day, he was pretty positive on it. Because he was saying in terms of, he was going into like a technical thing of like the choke points and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He appreciates more on there. And I can see that, but I don't really even have a valid opinion on it at all. But, seeing those two sides of the coin. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like I do like the original map more, but I don't have like a real reason why. Mm-hmm. Because the new map does have a lot of cool concepts and stuff. Yeah, like it does,
and I like it. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's bad. I just think
preferably.
I think that it should be like optional. You should be able to pick. Do you want to play on King's Canyon or do you want to play on the World's Edge instead of taking it out of the equation totally. I think it would be cool if you could do one or the other. Mm-hmm. It was still in the mix, and then I probably wouldn't feel as bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because then I could switch to playing regular, and then I would be like, let's run some World's Edge for a minute or whatever. But whatever. I mean, it's still fun. You know what I'm saying? Apex is still having a good time right now. So, like I said, I think it'll end up being between that or Call of Duty. More than likely, Apex will win this one.
With Call of Duty, I did see. I don't know how much traction it had. There was a rumor saying there might be a Battle Royale coming out on there. Which I don't really know why they need it. But at the same time, I guess so. I don't know how I feel about it. But, I don't know. It just seems, I mean, they can do it, whatever. But I don't really want one from Call of Duty right now.
Nah, I didn't care about the Blackout one on Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
It wasn't really talking about much to me, so. They proved that I'm not really interested in that from them at this point in time.
Yeah, but in terms of on the Game Awards side, I think I'm going to put Apex on that one.
Yeah.
I think I'll go that way. I don't know if I want to say narrative-wise. I haven't got it has Outer Worlds, Disco Elysium, which now I'm kind of interested in figuring out what that is. Just because Disco in the name.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, Control, and then A Plague Tale Innocence. I have no idea what that is, but it looks sad. But in terms of like narrative-wise, I don't know, because I've only played Death Stranding and Outer Worlds. I feel like Outer Worlds, because it's one of the few categories it's in.
Yeah.
I feel like that has a good chance, because the writing is pretty good in there from what I've played. Then Death Stranding, I played a lot of that too, so it's up there. And then Control again, so I'm assuming the narrative was good in that.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know, I'm going to put Outer Worlds just because I do like the writing in that, the jokes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this because I haven't played any of these games, so I just leave that one to you.
Ongoing game, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. This is between Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. How do you feel about that one, sir, between what you know?
I mean, I know a lot of people like Rainbow Six, and it's got like a nice little cult following.
Yeah.
You know.
Hardcore fan base.
So I'd be surprised if that didn't have a shot. But I don't know as far as like how it is ongoing wise. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, people really like it or still that like strong core group of people that's playing it. But as far as like ongoing, I mean, from what I know, Fortnite and Apex are the most involved in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are the most like frequently ongoing game where it's like changing it up. Because even with like Destiny 2, I mean, it's ongoing and stuff, but I don't know that they are like changing the experience of that. You know what I'm saying? It's Destiny 2 all the way around. You know what I mean? As far as like you said, playing Apex where they change up the maps and they give you different modes and
new weapons and stuff.
And even with Fortnite doing that, because it's been like hella different modes on Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? That even have shaped the way that others have developed their games post Fortnite eras anyway. So I mean, it's hard for me to say that Fortnite wouldn't get it, but only because of that like period where people was like, okay, what else can we play? And then that's when Apex came along.
And then Fortnite said Chapter 2.
Right. So it ends up being between. I would put my money on between that and Apex, and probably I would go ahead and say Apex.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not too sure honestly, because like Fortnite had this big change with Chapter 2 recently. Rainbow Six Siege, I know they've been consistent with like putting new character like type classes in, like operators they call them or whatever. I know Final Fantasy XIV, that just came out with a big update recently, I believe. And that's got a lot of people still playing that. And that's been having like a nice following since they updated it like some years back. Because when Final Fantasy XIV first came out, like nobody was fucking with it. And then they came out with a Realm Reborn. And it just like totally changed up how the game worked. And that's when everybody's like, oh yeah, that's what we wanted. And that was like 2014-ish. So it's been like 5 years of them like keeping up with like, you know, having a happy fan base.
Yeah.
And then Destiny 2, they just had the new, since they went independent and they split from Activision. Yeah, Activision. And now they're independent. Bundy's an independent studio now. And they switched to Steam. And then it's cross play and cross save. So I think that has a good chance of winning for the simple fact that they show that they can do some things on their own. And I don't know what they have up in store coming soon. They just had like, was it Shadowkeep or something? It came out with the new update and they put it free, and it's also free to play now too. So I feel like that kind of has like the biggest chance just because it's done a lot recently to like reclaim some things going on.
Yeah.
But Apex and Fortnite both have been consistent lately. Apex is finally like that groove. And Fortnite's been in a groove for like a year and a half now, I guess. which is kind of funny to think. Because, I mean, we've been talking about Fortnite damn near the whole time we've been doing this show. But, it's goofy to think that they had that big surge and it stayed level. Because I think they're still, like, the top game on, like, Twitch in terms of, like, viewers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Even with your Shroud, which he didn't play Fortnite all the time, but Shroud even and Ninja being, like, the biggest Fortnite player and not being on Twitch anymore. But
I feel like Fortnite is fun to watch though too. It's one of those games that you have a good time like watching other people play.
Yeah, I can agree to that. But I think that and Apex are pretty fun to watch. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I watch like Dr. Disrespect play Call of Duty because he's just like in your face or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. Not to make a tangent.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Destiny just because of all the more stuff they've done recently. And Fortnite has just kind of been consistent. And Apex, I think, is kind of like, it's catching a groove, but I don't think it's up to like that level yet, maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. No, even though I love it the most out of these.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, I think that's about it, really. I know role-playing game. You don't play any of those, so you be quiet.
Nah, but I mean, that's true. I mean, I've only played one game on the whole list, so.
Yeah. Role-playing game is between Disco Elysium. Yeah, I really want to figure out what that is. Final Fantasy 14, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and Outer Worlds. I feel like Outer Worlds is going to win this. I like Kingdom Hearts and Monster Hunter. I think Kingdom Hearts kind of soured a lot of people. I think Outer Worlds is going to win because that was kind of like a big surprise for the year. Mm-hmm. I don't got more to say on that. Score and music is between, I should describe it. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack.
So this answered my earlier question.
Yeah.
If that was part of in-game audio or audio design.
Mm-hmm. So that's between Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. And I want to see what that's about too. They like got cool bikes and stuff. But in terms of score and music, you played Cadence of Hyrule, so I want to ask you about that.
I mean, I know that it's like classic music on that game. You know what I'm saying? Like classic Zelda music and stuff. So I'm sure if that's the reason why, it's just because it's those old songs like remastered and like changed
remixed.
Yeah, for sure. Different little beats and stuff. Yeah, so like I mean, that's cool. I don't have any like, you know what I'm saying, feelings towards that one way or the other because I don't really know that music like that. I just know, obviously, culturally speaking, that it's, you know, big songs or stuff that people like, you know, that Zelda music or whatever. That's about it.
Yeah, from the little bit that I know of the Cadence music, like you said, it's Zelda music in like the remix form and stuff. So I think that's gonna have a chance. I can't really remember how Devil May Cry music sounds. It's kind of like it's like some metal rock on there. Mm-hmm. Kingdom Hearts 3, I guess. I don't know if I really cared about their new theme song too much. Death Stranding, I like the music that they put on there because like when you're just like walking, like real music will play sometimes for like whatever effect he was trying to put in there.
Yeah, and I know they got a lot of licensed stuff, stuff that's you know, famous artists that we know or whatever. Because I know they got churches on there.
Churches, yeah. And it's cool. I don't know if I really have a choice on this one, honestly. I want to listen to Devil May Cry soundtrack again to kind of have a better opinion. But just because, I mean, you know, Death Stranding might win everything off of just relation alone. That might be the only answer.
Could explain why it's all over the place.
Yeah, that's all I got. Sports racing game is between Cat Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, which I'm kind of surprised, but I'm not. Dirt Rally 2.0, Football Pro Evolution 2020, F1 2019, and FIFA 20. So 2 soccer games, 3 racing games. And I like Crash Team Racing the most because that's the only one I played out of these, and it was really good. And that was kind of a surprise for some people, especially reminding people how difficult their game really is, or how difficult they made it.
And I've never played a soccer game other than like demo at a Walmart or something.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I had FIFA Street.
Oh
on PSP. So, but I feel like that's obviously different than playing like regular FIFA and stuff.
Yeah, I've only played a demo of like FIFA like 09 or something, like something way back.
Yeah.
Strategy game. I don't know any of these besides Fire Emblem and Wargroove. Well, I guess I know Tropico, but I think Fire Emblem should win that because one that's got like really good reviews, and then it had a lot of talk going through and after. So I'll say that. And then that's it.
Yeah.
The categories that we have any slight opinion about.
I did, which only just because you skipped over that one. I played some VR.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because Lil J, he had a Quest.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I checked that out. I mean, it was cool. I don't care about VR. It didn't give me motion sickness like I thought it was, but I only played it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like worn out from the stuff that I was playing. You know what I'm saying?
What were you playing?
I played like, it was just like a little shoot 'em up game where you had to, load up the clip and like just shoot basically, like shooting at a range. And I played a ninja game.
Typical for like VR.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was this other like shooting fighting game where you was like at the airport and then you had to like throw stuff or not get shot. You had to like dodge bullets and it was fun. It was just a demo or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but he ended up selling that like as soon as we left. Basically.
That's funny.
Because he wasn't he had been trying to get a Switch anyway. So somebody was like, yeah, I'll buy it like as soon as we left.
That's funny. I'm interested in doing VR, but not enough to buy one. Yeah. I want to play Beat Saber. I saw people playing that at the game room. I can't think of what it's called when I went out the other week. Then yeah, that's about it really. I don't really have any VR aspirations.
I don't either. The only reason I was even saying that was just because I experienced a
coincidence.
Little bit.
Yeah, so that's Game of the Year nominees that we care about. Like you said earlier, December 12th, Thursday, December 12th is when that'll be airing. Well, shit, we didn't talk about Game of the Year. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's funny.
We said we was going to come back to it.
I guess because we kind of talked about all the games that were on it. I didn't even
Pretty much, yeah.
So, shit, I'm dumb. That's the 6 nominees for Game of the Year. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds. What do you think, Marlon?
Honestly, I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird, like, group of games.
It's a weird year, man.
Yeah, honestly. I don't know who would we... Because normally Game of the Year is, like, God of War. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, yeah. But with these, especially with me not only playing bits and pieces of any one except for Super Smash, I don't know. Well, I'll just be guessing at this point. Yeah. Basically, it's maybe Death Stranding, but like I said, shit, I don't know. You probably have a better guess than I would.
Yeah, to me, it's between Death Stranding and Sekiro. I'm thinking Outer Worlds has a slight chance. I don't see how Smash would win. Resident Evil 2, only because it's a remake and then it's not as aspirational as like Death Stranding and Sekiro a little bit. And Control is kind of the one where I'm like, that might sneak in there for whatever reason. But I think if I'm going to put a top 3, I think I'm going to put Sekiro, Death Stranding, and Control. I think Outer Worlds is going to get a lot of votes based off of like the writing, and it was like the Fallout game people have been wanting really since Fallout New Vegas came out. And that was who made New Vegas, Obsidian, who made Outer Worlds. So that's kind of a chance. Sekiro, because it's just such a hard game, I think kind of has a disadvantage. But yeah, I don't really know, man. And Death Stranding, like we was talking about earlier, if that wins Game of the Year, people are like, all right. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. You stop sucking up.
Yeah, I mean, it is in what, 5 or 6 out of like 8 categories that there are.
Yeah, and I personally, I think it's well deserved of being in those. For sure. But at the same time,
it just exists. That's you know what I'm saying? That's just a piece of information that exists. It's like they're friends, so does it deserve it? It's like, yeah, it does. I'm not gonna say that it's a bad game or that it shouldn't get the credit that it deserves, but We'll never know because of that one little piece of information.
Gotta put a lie detector test on Jeff Keighley for that one.
Are you actually gonna get on there and vote?
Might as well.
You just, yeah.
After we just talked about it for like an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I'm gonna go. I kind of feel like just because Death Stranding would be like a oh, come on thing, I'm thinking Sekiro, Control, or Outer Worlds top 3, and then after that, I don't know, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna say Sekiro, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Control and the Outer Worlds have this like weird chance of winning. I don't see Resident Evil 2 or Smash winning at all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're just there.
Like you said,
they were good enough to be there.
2 remakes, basically.
Yeah.
Smash is the same thing. I mean, it's obviously new, but
yeah, it's Smash. So yeah, I think I'm gonna say Sekiro just because I think that I don't know. I think it has a good shot, and that was kind of like a game where, I mean, it came out with February. It came or March, something like that. Honestly. I think it came out in March. Cause it was I came back from Japan, cause that it came out and Devil May Cry came out like same time. Yep. So yeah, it was back then. So it was so early in the year, and Smash came out last year, December, and even Resident Evil was early. Then so the other ones was kind of later. But yeah, I'm gonna say Sekiro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't be. That's not a surprising vote. I mean, that's probably would get my vote. If I actually decide to vote. So, yeah. Voting
matters, people. But what else you got, man? Anything you want to talk about, man? We've been off. Like I said, we're going to talk about Pokemon and Mandalorian on some separate feeds, separate vids, audio.
That's pretty much it for me. I ain't got nothing going on. I haven't really bought anything. I ain't really been doing nothing. Like I said, going to Michigan was huge on my list of things to do. You know what I mean? So...
That's works. Well, on that note, if you like us, go to patreon.com/BlackNerdPlanet.
Check us out. Subscribe.
Leave YouTube.
Reviews Twitter. On iTunes if you feel like it. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Apple Podcast and just all the podcast services are so cluttered right now. It's hard to get a lot of people to hear about us no-namers. But if you like us at all, give us a little shout, man. Any positive reinforcement is good. Nah, I ain't gonna act like that. That's funny. But yeah, man, all those places, social media, Patreon, DMs, blacknerdplanet@gmail.com for any inquiries, I guess.
Anything you want to say, you want to share.
Or if you just, hate us and you want to meet Marlon in the alleyway.
I mean, I appreciate that you didn't suggest that they meet you.
We all know who's the tougher person here.
I don't know how that's going to play out. Well, want to meet me in the alley, I guess.
Oh, jeez. And on that note,
we out.
Peace.